Hello students, now we'll discuss mobile banking transactions in India. Mobile banking transactions in India. Operative guidelines for banks. Mobile phones as a delivery channel for extending banking services have assumed increased significance in recent years. है ना, बैंकिंग सर्विसेज जो हैं मोबाइल फ़ोन्स के थ्रू होनी हुई बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही है ना मोबाइल्स के थ्रू. द रैपिड ग्रोथ इन यूज़र्स और wider coverage of mobile phones networks have made this channel an important platform for extending banking services to customers. Many countries have identified the mobile phone as the ideal mode for providing banking facility to their remote territories. With the rapid growth in the number of mobile phone subscribers in India, ये हम बात कर रहे हैं कि मार्च 2008 के एंड में इतने मिलियंस थे. अभी अपडेट कर लें. Banks have been exploring the feasibility of using mobile phones as an alternative channel delivering of banking services. In view of relatively new technology and the need to ensure a level playing field, the Reserve Bank issued a set of operating guidelines for mobile banking transactions. ये 2008 की बात है. In the country, after wide discussions with stakeholders. Major features of the guidelines are outlined below. Only banks which are licensed and supervised in India have a physical presence in the country. ठीक है ना, ये गाइडलाइंस हैं कि सिर्फ वो बैंक जो कि लाइसेंस्ड हैं और इंडिया में सुपरवाइज्ड हैं और फिजिकल प्रेजेंस है उनकी कंट्री में and have implemented CBS would be permitted to offer mobile banking services. The services shall be restricted only to customers of banks, the holders of debit credit cards issued as per the exchange guidelines. Second, only rupee based domestic services would be provided. यहाँ हम बात कर रहे हैं ना कि रूपी बेस्ड होना चाहिए और किसी करेंसी की बात नहीं कर रहे हम, ओनली रूपी. क्रॉस बॉर्डर ट्रांसफर्स थ्रू मोबाइल बैंकिंग वुड बी स्ट्रिक्टली प्रोहिबिटेड. द एक्सटेंट गाइडलाइंस इशूड बाय रिजर्व बैंक on KYC, AML and CFT would be applicable to mobile based banking services also. Document based registration done with mandatory physical presence of the customers. Document based registration done with mandatory physical presence of the customers would be required for commencement of mobile banking service for any customer unless exempted by the Reserve Bank. ठीक है ना, बस एग्जाम्पशन नहीं होनी चाहिए रिजर्व बैंक से, बाकी पर सभी पर अप्लाई होगा. Then banks could choose any technology to provide mobile banking facility to the public. However, to ensure security, it would be mandatory for the system to provide for two-factor authentication. Next one is to ensure interoperability between banks and between their mobile banking service providers. Banks should adopt message formats like ISO 8583 with suitable modification to address specific needs. Next one is banks would need to put in place appropriate risk mitigation measures such as transaction limit. देखें transaction limit like per transaction, daily, weekly, monthly, transaction velocity limit, fraud checks, AML checks, uh, among others, depending on the bank's own risk perception, unless otherwise mandated by the Reserve Bank. Next one is advantages of mobile bank. First is it utilizes the mobile connectivity of telecom operators and therefore does not require an internet connection. ठीक है, यहाँ पर कोई इंटरनेट कनेक्शन नहीं की ज़रूरत नहीं है, मोबाइल कनेक्टिविटी है टेलीकॉम ऑपरेटर्स के साथ. And second one is users of mobile phones can perform several financial functions conveniently and securely from their mobile. Next one is people can check their account balance, review recent transaction, transfer funds, pay bills, locate ATMs, deposit checks, manage investments, etc. Mobile banking is available round the clock, like 24/7. ओके ना, 24 hours 7 हर टाइम उपलब्ध है. इट इज़ ईजी एंड कन्वीनियंट एंड एन आइडियल चॉइस for accessing financial services for most mobile phone owners in the rural areas. Then mobile banking is said to be even more secure than online or internet banking. Next one is disadvantages of mobile banking. Mobile banking users are at risk of receiving fake SMS messages and scams. ठीक है ना, इस तरह का रिस्क रहेगा. Second one is the loss of a person's mobile device often means that criminals can gain access to mobile banking PIN and other sensitive information. Next one is modern mobile devices like smartphone and tablets are better suited for mobile banking than old models of mobile phones and devices. Then regular users of mobile banking over time can accumulate significant charges from their banks. ओके, तो कुछ फ़ायदे हैं और कुछ नुकसान हैं मोबाइल बैंकिंग के. ओके, थैंक यू.